Hey there, okay, here's another one. And this one is going to be the bearish engulfing pattern. It's a 2-day setup. Alright, so let's show you what it looks like. Alright, so we're going in an upwards trend. Alright, and as we go up, we'll see okay, bull bar right there. Excuse my drawing. Now in the Forex, well, let me take that back. In the equity markets, they'll actually show the candle looking like this. Okay, that's for equity markets, but you're not going to get it like that all the time in the Forex. Okay, so with the Forex, you're going to see a similar situation, but this time you're going to have the bear bar coming off opening at the previous close price. Okay, and this area here needs to basically engulf the previous bar. Alright, and it does so. Alright, now it does need a confirmation. This is a bearish reversal pattern, and these should only happen at top of trends, okay, i.e. resistance levels. Resistance. Okay, oh, excuse my handwriting there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look, see what this looks like on the chart. Now there's, I mean, a lot of places here actually look like, you know, bearish engulfing patterns. Like here's one here. Here, well, that's a piercing pattern. Dark cloud cover. Again, looks a little bit similar. And what else do we have? Yeah, dark cloud cover looks a little bit similar, but it's the opposite way around. And let's see if we can. Here's like another bearish engulfing pattern. So the bearish engulfing, although it's best to actually use the bearish engulfing patterns at tops of trends, these are like midpoints. Alright, and I mean, there's no telling that it will go back up. Okay, so your best bet would really, this is like on the daily time frame, so let's go to the front. Right, now we're again in a bit of a sideways channel right now. It's a downward sideways channel, but the overall direction of it seems to be getting weaker, and there seems to be a fair old range going on within that channel as well. We're looking like 700 pips. So when I see these, I mean, if I'm going to get my trend line pins in, I'm like, here's one here. There's a bearish engulfing pattern. Basically engulfs the previous body. This one isn't, and that one's not. That one's not. It's pretty close. Piercing patterns though. And there's another bearish engulfing pattern. This one's a perfect bearish engulfing pattern. If we actually go and log into that, zoom in onto that one, you can see that the high actually jumped off up a little bit higher, but it also closed lower than the previous open as well. So that's you know, a perfect bearish engulfing pattern. But when you see patterns like this one over here on the left hand side, like these two candles, okay, you can see that the open of it was more or less dead bang on open with that one. You really need to have a confirmation with this, of the next candle. But this one here, I like it when it's actually closed below the open of that candle there, and it also opened above higher than the close of that one. And that one doesn't really need a confirmation, although it's still nice, but I didn't really need a confirmation on this one. And also we got a double top formation as well that's appeared. Okay, so I don't really need to wait for this candle here to come through to go short on it. Alright, because I've got quite a few areas in the market that I can actually go short on. This area here is like a long dated long leg almost. You really need 3 of them side by side. But that's you know, an indecisiveness in the market. So we've had this huge move all the way up, and then 2 huge you know, doji candles, followed by, you know, a huge bearish engulfing pattern right there. So something that's given me a lot of feedback here on the daily time frame, I'm going to be hitting this hard. I mean, normally if I only get like one or two signals coming in, I'll stick with my normal money management. But when I get signals like that come in, I'm going to hit it hard for probably around about 10 to 20% of my balance. Alright, and that's when you make, like, 6 figures or so, like in like one trade. But yeah, but be careful. You don't want to sort of get too over greedy and thinking that because I do it, you can do it as well. You got to really start from the beginning and take baby steps as you walk up to taking those big trades on. All right, so that's the bearish engulfing pattern. We can see these happening quite a lot on my indicator here. Looking for the engulfing. Like, here's one right there. That's a huge one right there. Let's zoom in. See how it dips up and then it closes below? That's a huge. Those kind of ones don't really need confirmations. They only need confirmations when the high, like this, of the bear bar is not higher than the previous bar. Like same here. This one goes up a little bit higher than that bar, so that's good, and it engulfs it. So then I wouldn't even need to worry about confirmation. Down it comes. Let's see if we can find the opposite. Alright, here is a bullish engulfing bar. You can see that the start of the open of this bullish bar is actually lower than the close of the previous bar, so it gapped down. Alright, and then it pushed up to create that bullish pattern there. A bullish engulfing pattern. Okay, so boom, get in on the next bar and up it goes. It's only when patterns like, I mean, here's another one right there as well, but I mean, I only do those, as I say, let's see if I can find one that doesn't really have a push down. They all seem to be having a push down on them, like a gap down. I'm trying to find one without a gap down on them that will still work. Let me just try a different. Okay, they all seem to be showing engulfing. They all seem to be gapping up. Okay, that's kind of typical, really. When I'm trying to show you some examples and they're not letting me show you. Alright, engulfing. Okay, let's take a look at this one and see why this one didn't go up straight away. Okay, this is perfect. Alright, this is exactly what I was looking for. Alright, wait to show you the difference. Okay, now you see how this one here, I mean, you can just barely see it, but if I zoom out just a little bit, you can see that when the colors are actually being colored in, like red and blue, you can see that the blue bars open here is not lower than the previous bar's close. Alright, so therefore the market didn't go up straight away. It didn't, there was no need to have that, well, there was a need to have the confirmation, and you can see the confirmation didn't come in. Alright, because the body of the next candle closed lower. It should have actually closed higher to warrant that a pretty good bullish or engulfing pattern, but it just didn't come through. Let's just let's take a look at this one and see if this one actually does close lower. I think it does actually open lower or gap lower. Yeah, it does. You can just barely see it. Gaps lower and eventually boom, up it goes. Alright, but when you see them not gapping up or gapping down, here's like this one's gapped up for a bearish engulfing pattern, and this one gapped down first for the bullish engulfing pattern. Alright, and get in straight on the next one. But when they don't gap down for a bullish engulfing pattern, or they don't gap up for a bearish engulfing pattern, then you need to wait for that confirmation. And also it's nice as well to make sure that you get on these candles on a medium, kind of a mediocre kind of candle. Like for instance, I've found from time to time that when I've got in on small candles, like here is a bearish engulfing pattern. This is on the 1 hour time frame. When I see like little smaller bars like this blue one here, if I see it even smaller than that, and I see, perhaps like for instance, if I can draw a screen draw pen out, and if we have like just a little small bearish engulfing pattern like that, I will be a little bit skeptical to actually take that trade on. If I had one where this bar was so big, and it also, oops, I thought I changed my colour up in there, and then if I had this one about this big, then I'm more likely to take that on. If I had one of the blue bars here, but it didn't actually engulf the top part of it, but it did kind of make the bottom part, then I'm going to be kind of in two minds, and I'm going to need to wait for a confirmation candle to come in as well. Alright, but when I see them gapping at the top, then yes, I will take that and go short with it. I hope that makes sense, yeah? Same likewise, you know, with the opposite side, when you got the red candle for a bullish pattern, so if a bullish has come down here, if I had a bullish pattern like that, and then the next candle kind of met my previous low, then I'm going to be kind of in two minds for it and wait for a confirmation candle. Okay, then if I had one that looks like so, but it only done a little bit of it like so, then again I'm going to be a little bit in two minds on taking that trade open because the candles are too small. But if I had, you know, with another red candle, and if I had one like that, then I'm just going to go straight in and I'm going to go long and not even wait for the next bar. Alright, like this one, like for instance, boom, go in and then get out on the next bar. I mean, you can do that all day long, okay, and make an obscene amount of money. Alright, okay, so I hope those examples have helped out. I was hoping really to do these examples at, you know, with this on screen draw and whatnot with all the other videos, but I figured I'd do that in the live trade examples or prepared setup examples and stuff like that. Okay, so I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye for now.